Learn to Add with LearnToAdd.com. Lesson 1. Basic insights into how simple addition is done. Adding by one-to-one correspondence. Like most people, you probably learned how to add by using one-to-one correspondence using your fingers. For example, if you were adding 1 plus 3, you first held up 3 fingers, then one more, then you counted them all up again and got 4. That's because young children can't automatically recognize the concept of 4. First, they have to get used to counting numbers one by one. If you ask a young child to show you the number 3, for example, they will usually count 1, 2, 3 as they extend one finger with each new number until they reach 3. That's what's called using one-to-one correspondence. Once the child has done that often enough, he or she slowly learns to realize that 4 fingers represents the number 4. This is one of the first time a child learns to conceptualize numbers as an abstract quantity. Of course, they don't think of it that way, but it's important that they have this aha moment before they learn to add. This method of counting is good enough until the child needs to count higher than 5. That is, when the other hand comes in, of course. Counting to 10 on the fingers of both hands is pretty easy for most children when using a one-to-one correspondence. Recognizing the concepts of the numbers comes after a bit of practice, though. It's easy to add these two numbers using one-to-one correspondence. All you have to do is put the first number out on one hand, then the second number on the other. Then just count the fingers. Although it's easy, it's not the most convenient or efficient way. It works, but it's primitive. Here's a more advanced way to do it. Maybe you do it this way already. Lots of people do. Like before, put out the same amount of fingers as the first number. This time, though, count to the other number, and each time you say a number, put out another finger. Start with the original hand, and don't use the next hand until you've run out of fingers on the first one. Just by looking at this, you know it represents the number 7. That's easy to see because you already know that a full hand, like the one on the left, has 5 fingers. Even if you didn't immediately realize that the total was 7, you still certainly realized that the full hand was 5, and you could easily count up from there. Isn't that a lot easier than counting 7 individual fingers? It's also to show you the power of the number 5 in our system. You can tell from these pictures how much easier it is to recognize the number 7 from the bottom picture compared to the top, can't you? This video took a long time to investigate a simple concept, but it's a phase of learning that every child should go through before he or she is expected to tackle additions that add up to more than 10. The coming videos will explore a concept that will help anyone add numbers that add up to higher than 10. We'll also take a look at some of the properties of addition, names of the parts of addition, and other things everyone should know as they come up. If you are teaching a very young child about addition, you may want to check out the mathmojo.com lessons about the abax at mathmojo.com/abacus/abax/abax1.html. There you will find very helpful, detailed information about these concepts using a simple, ancient counting device called the abax. You can subscribe, free of course, to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/users/learn-to-add. When you do, you will get notifications every time I add a new video lesson. This video is one of the first lessons on the learntoadd.com website. You can also subscribe there for free updates. You'll also find notes and more information for each video included there.